right, welcome back to Lag Demon Programming in the Compiler Design course. I'm Bill Westlake, and we missed one little thing here on our expression here for a function call. We need to go that $$ equals $1 for our function call. And let's make sure this compiles. And it compiles just fine. That'll pass a function call along as part of an expression. And I've just been looking through this and making positively sure that we covered everything, and we have. Everything's being passed along, and our whole system should be putting it together correctly. Now, what we want to do next, I'm going to close these for the moment. I'm going to leave the that one open. And our language, I'm going to close this one. I'm going to close this one for the moment. What we need to do now is create a visitor. Now, there's a variety of ways of doing this. There is a way of doing it using templates. For our purposes, our visitor is going to be visiting these nodes, and we're going to add nodes to it in the future. But I think I've decided I'm going to do it very simply with a simple interface. We already have this node type here. Where is it? Here it is. We already have our FNG node. I think I'm just going to make our visitor work on FNG nodes. Later, if we develop more stuff, we may do a more abstract kind of visitor. But it's just, I want to keep things as simple as possible and focus more on the compiler and what we're trying to accomplish than on things like template techniques, especially getting into things like variadic templates, which to do it cleanly, which is what you really need to get involved with, is that is template types that take any number of template arguments. So what we're going to do is create a visitor. So right here within our Fungin folder, I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to call this, we're going to create two. Actually, we'll do this. I'm going to call this visitable.h. And this is going to be a simple interface, which we're going to do a little bit of refactoring of our code there. Visitable _h. Do this. Prevent multiple includes. And I'm going to create a class called visitable. It's going to have a public section, and it's going to have one method. We'll go back over here to our AST. We put these accept methods on everything. So we'll go here, and we'll put this in here. And we're also going to have, so I believe I did something up here. I forward referenced this visitor so that I could have that in there. We're also going to have forward reference that up here. And what I'm going to do is include, first I'm going to include that. What did I call it? Did I put it in the right place? Well, I made it capitalized for one thing. And I would really rather do this on the lowercase. And let's go back to our AST. Visitable.h. I'm going to move this forward reference here to visitable. so that that works. And I put this in the wrong place. The heck did I do? How did I manage that? Did I retype that whole thing down there in the wrong place? We didn't want that. Oh, I know why. When I did this thing, Visual Studio Code did this. When I did this thing here, it left it with 2 type-in points, and I just continued using it, and it typed it all down here. Okay, that's good. So now we have visitable. If we go over here to our AST, we can go down here to our FNG node and just go :public visitable. And I think we might not need this. Do that for the moment. Let's try to compile this. Make sure this works. Yeah, I liked it just fine, so we don't need this here anymore. Now, because this node is visitable, we've got a generic way, or not generic, but an abstract way of accessing these nodes because they're visitable, and that's what our visitor is going to use. Okay. That's all that needs. Now we need our visitor, and this is going to be another abstract class. We're going to call it visitor.h. Now I got to hit escape. Visitor. All right. Well, visitor is going to we go back here to our nodes. We have to have something to call for each of these. So starting here, we're not calling it in any of these. When we get up to FNG literal, this accept needs to call something on that visitor. And what it needs to call is it needs to pass in to visitor this. Now, I did set these to void. Actually, considering what I want to do with this visitor, we may have to do this a little differently. But for pretty print purposes, we're going to leave it like it is. We may come back and refactor this and have this visitable do something a little different here. But for now, what we're going to want to do is on our visitor is have a function for each of these accept things to call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little copy paste trick here. I'm going to grab both of these and go down to the next class that's got an accept, that's parameter. I'm going to copy all these types so I don't have to type them all over and over again. Function call. I know it's messing up things here a little bit, but we'll get them out of there very soon. We've got function call, we got binary expression to grab. We've got quite a few types. I could probably grab these from elsewhere. Actually, come to think of it, I believe I have all these types in here. I do from identifier. Oops. from identifier all the way down to here. We don't necessarily need all of these, but we need most of them. So if we go over here to visitor.h, I'm going to start by pasting these in, then we'll figure out what we need here. Well, we definitely need identifier. We need a function for that, except it's going to be a pointer. Parameter list, no. Parameter, yes. Expression, maybe. No, not expression. L value and R value, no, they don't have anything on them. Function call, R value list, no. Let statement, identifier, parameter, function call, let statement is all we really have for the moment. All right, so we're going to create some abstract functions here. We're going to call it void visit identifier pointer. We'll just call it node. We'll set that equal to 0. So install that in. And this is going to be, I could have done all this together. I think we might need argument in there as well. Get all this. We've got those. What else do we need? Oh, we need binary expression and unary expression for sure. We need function call. What did I miss here? Visitor.h. Well, I messed that up. Function call. Let statement. How did I do that? Parameter. Function call. Let statement. We need binary expression and unary expression. So let's grab this. We'll make this binary. And actually, are these working? Is it finding these? We need our AST in here. Oh, of course. How are we doing? 13 minutes. So I'll have to be virtual. We need our unary expression. Did we do a trinary expression? All right. My AST. All right, let's just go down through them very carefully here. We need this FNG literal. Visitor. FNG literal. Did we get identifier? We did. parameter I think we got, function call we got, binary expression, unary expression, pre-unary expression, and post-unary. Oh, so unary expression we don't need. We need these pre and post. So why doesn't it like argument list for FNG literal identifier? FNG literal is a template class, but it's actually an R value. Okay. This FNG literal FNG literal, when we create the actual implementation, well, I think we need to do something else here. We'll just call it FNG literal base is an R value, public R value, and we'll make this FNG literal base. Semicolon, and then we can make this FNG literal base pointer. Identifier parameter function called binary unary. Oh yeah, so we needed pre and post unary expressions. So this actually needs to be pre, and this needs to be post. And then we do have a trinary expression. Try to do this quickly and get these all in here. And then we've got our let statement, which, did we do that already? Let statement, we've got it. Okay, I think that covers everything. All right. So now what we can do is create an implementation of this and override these. So let's make our pretty print implementation. So what we'll do is we'll create a new file and we will call it prettyprint.h, and we may need prettyprint.cpp, but we'll see. This, there we go. Visitor class, we'll call it pretty print public visitor public. And I think I can probably do these inline. Grab all these. pretty print.h, put them in here, and we change this to override on all these. Now we have to add a couple of things to our CMake files. There's one other thing our visitor needs. We can put it, I believe, in visitor.h here, and we will call it void visit. And we're going to say that it's an FNG. Oh no, it's a visitable pointer. We'll just call it the root. We might want to have it be a vector of those. We'll see. Well, we'll just do it for one node at a time, and we'll drive it elsewhere. We'll call it the root. And all this is going to do is go for auto node colon. All it's going to do is call root pointer accept this. And that'll kick it off. It'll start the accepting process. Let's go to CMake list.text and we're creating a library out of this. So we want to add in I got the scanner and the parser. Well, I guess it's all header files, so it didn't matter. But we probably should add them in. We should probably have visitable.h. visitable.h. Visitor.h. Let's make sure everything compiles. And let's go to main. Where's main? There's main. Now let's just see if we can create a visitor here. We need to include that. Visitor.h. And down here we have funge and parse isn't going to return anything very useful at the moment, but let's see if we can. Let's do this. Let's go visitor. No, we wanted pretty print. In fact, did I add that into here? No, I didn't. Let's add in prettyprint.h. That's for dependency purposes. Should it change, it'll know. We'll come up here and we'll add that pretty print in. We're running a little bit long here. And we'll just do this pretty print visitor. There we go. Now we've got to get actually this stuff probably moved over to our parser so that we can call the fungin parse and have it return that node, but it isn't fungin parse. How do we want to do this? It's going to be in the parser.y all the way at the bottom. Right. So actually the easiest way to do that is to go over here to main and just grab this entire function. How do we want to do this? I know. We'll cheat for the moment. We're going to go extern, and it's called, go up here to the top, FNG nodes. FNG node list. All right, let's go to main, extern, FNG node list, pointer, FNG nodes. Then we can do dot visit trinary expression visitor dot let's do this. Visitor pointer visitor equals new pretty print visitor pointer visit visitable pointer root. Okay, and so that's going to be this. These should all be visitable. So let's do this. Let's go for auto. No, for visitable pointer v in FNG nodes. Visit v. So that'll visit each of them. FNG nodes. An FNG node list, which means we have to include that AST. We have included the AST. Because it's a pointer. It needs to be pointer to FNG nodes. Need to dereference it. It even linked. It should be good. Now what we can do is go here. We're running at 29 minutes, so I'm probably going to have to move on to the next one. But to kind of prove that these are being detected, what we're going to do is a quickie here. This should just take a moment. If I move all these out real quick, stage them out here so that they're all lined up. I can do a quick multi-column typing and type this in all at once. And what we're going to do is go like this, put a space, we'll go standard, we'll see out from and then what we'll do is we'll just go identifier, parameter, function call, let statement, binary expression, pre-unary expression. Well, actually, this isn't going to work. I just realized that. It isn't going to work because we have to actually put some code in here to make them go down to other things below them, or nothing will happen. It'll just show the top level one. So we got to recurse this. So I'm going to have to save this code for the next video. There's the basic structure laid out. We have our visitor, and it can actually run. Let's do a build real quick, double check that, and then if we go up here and run this, it ran it and it probably visited it, but it didn't print anything out. We could probably go to let statement real quick, because it'll find that at the top level, and say standard C out from quote let standard end L. It should see that one, I think. Let's do a quick build and then we'll have to end this video and run that, and no, it didn't see it. Odd. Interesting. It didn't see main. All right, well, I will check this out. Perhaps I'm not getting this back, or it's not casting right or something. I'll check it out between now and the next video, and I think that'll do it for this video. Yep. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.